is Maija, but you can call me Mimi. So, last year I had moved to China to become an English teacher. And I know some of y'all might be like, but wait, didn't you get your degree in digital media? Weren't you planning on becoming a chef? I thought you were going to the army. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I am going to be a film director. I am going to be a chef. I'm not just doing the army. No, I gave that up. Yeah, I gave that up. But I'm going to tell y'all the story of how I came here in China. So, it was 2018. I had just graduated college. And my friend, she was telling me what she was going to do. Like, she was going to study abroad. You know, I'm not study abroad, teach abroad and teach English in China. She was telling me the process she had to do. And I'm like, oh, that's too long. That's a long process. Good luck with that. Kudos for you. Do you, girl. I gotcha. So, hearing that, I was like, oh, this is too much. Like, it was just so much that she was telling me. And I decided to start my own digital media business, like a little small business. It had ups and downs, you know. So I had to take a step back and like work out the kinks or whatever. I was still working at my job. Then I did. That is the case. Some of y'all, I did plan on joining the army after college. Like during like my last semester, I was in the process of joining college. I mean, joining the army, but I didn't do the process until after I graduated. And then things happened, so then I end up not going to the army. So I was like, what am I gonna do now? So, because you would think that, like, yeah, I would think, like, after I'm done with college, I would have dived into my career dream, or something would have been like, hey, you do film, come and work in my project. I'm like, yes, but no. Mm-mm. Or, hey, you like to cook, come, no. Mm-mm. So I was like, okay, my business didn't work out. I had to work on some things. I was working at jobs. And I remember I left one of my jobs at Red Lobster because I was planning on getting another job. Like, I was like, yes, this is good. But then they was like, oh, you need your car. And I'm like, a car? A car? When y'all gonna tell me I needed a car? And it was like, oh, we thought you had one. I'm like, I don't. And they was like, can you get one real soon? And I'm like, I don't even have my license. I only have a permit, but the permit like expired. And I was like, I had to retake the test and everything. And I'm like, I'm not about to do that. So I was like, not in that short of time. It's just, it's not gonna be. It's not done. It's not gonna be done for me. So I got the job too. I got that job on the spot, but then it was like, oh, you don't have a car. Goodbye. So I was like, oh well. Then I got another job. Actually, I got like 2 other jobs. And yeah, during that time, I actually was like cleaning and everything. So I was cleaning. I was like a cleaner, like a housekeeper, and it was actually not bad. It was really good pay, not good pay. And also, I cleaned in like a pharmacy as well. Nice people, good pay. But I was looking, I was like, I need to find like a job, like a nice job, like money, good pay, good benefits, everything. Because I was like, this is okay, but I can just graduate college. At some point, I must be kicked out my mama's house. I'm like, I need money. Like, it's okay, you know, when you live with your parents and you pay rent also, but I was like, I need to like save up so I can get out, because I was planning on getting out and like going down south because it's hotter there, and I do not like the cold. I went on Job Recruit. ZipRecruit. I think it's ZipRecruit. I think it is something like that. Zip Recruit, yeah. I went on that and I saw a lot of the advertisement for like teaching abroad, and it made me think of the girl. I was like, oh, that's what so and so doing. Oh, that's what she's gonna do. And I was like, let me look into this. And I was looking at it, I was like, oh, nice pay. Oh, good benefits. I was like, oh, not bad, not bad. So me, but I'm also thinking in my head like scam, because it could be. So me, I did like just apply just for fun at Career China, and I actually got and like I got to fill in this application, and then people called me and I had an interview and all that stuff. But before that even happened, when they was like, okay, this is the process you have to do, I told the girl, I was like, hey, I'm doing the same thing you're doing, but I don't know if it was the same company, but we was like, study abroad in China. I was like, I mean, not teaching abroad in China. And she was like, yeah, I'm not doing that no more. I'm like, oh. And I was like, oh. For some little hope, I thought like I would see her in China, but she was like, no. I was like, that's okay. So I still continue doing that. And y'all, I kid you not, the process of getting here, oh my gosh, was, whew. Because I had to do a TEFL. I forgot about this. I had to do a TEFL, right? And I forgot how long it was. I'm trying to think like how long it took, but it was a long like course, but I had to get it done at a certain amount. At a certain time, because they wanted to send me in August. So I was on that thing like, oh, this is so boring. I was like, oh, this is like school all over again. And I had to take tests. I had to do it online. But it's actually good because I was required to do like 130 hours, and I signed up for, or is it 100? Yeah, I signed up for the 150 because I had to pay for it too. And then it was like, well, if you go on, I think it was like Craigslist or something like that. I forgot where they was telling me to go. Like there was like a little not a cheap way, but like a coupon. That's what it was. It was a coupon site. And then they type in the TEFL thing. So I found that really cheap. It was legit too. Like the coupon thing was legit. The TEFL was legit and everything. And I got it so cheap because if you research on how much a TEFL is, it's like over 100 on this, and I paid less than 100. I think I paid like 30 something. I was like, I'm not paying 200 or no 285. No, I'm not paying that. I was like, oh no, nope. I was telling God, I was like, yeah, I'm not paying it. I'm not doing it. There's no way. But God was like, oh look, you're supposed to do this 30. So I said, oh, swoop. And I was like, hey, it's more. I mean, they asked for 130, and I gave them 150. So I was good on that. I had to get my passport, which I already had. You had to have a passport. You have to get a background check, which I wasn't nervous because I'm innocent. You had to get yourself verified by a notary saying like, this is who she says she is, this is her, all that stuff. You had to get, your diploma and something else. I forgot something else from your school, but I was not giving them my real diploma. So they said get a copy, a color one. So I gave them a color copy because I'm not sending my real diploma to China. I'm not going to. There is no way. Some people did. Some people had to. I know some of my friends who had to. I wasn't. I was like, I will give you a copy. And I told them. They was like, oh, fine. That's no problem. But some of my friends, they had to give them like their real documents. I'm like, who does that? No. Then, you had to, depending on like the state you were in, you had to like go and travel to another state to a China embassy to work out your visa to get it processed. So I had to go to Chicago, and to let you know, I lived in Michigan, so I had to take a bus to go to Chicago and everything. And I remember clear as day, I booked. I didn't tell my mom that I was going to Chicago to the day of. I'm like, oh, by the way, I'm going to Chicago to get a visa sorted out. And she was like, I said, I got that whole situated. I'm going to be going to Chicago at, I had to like get, okay, the bus leaves at 8 in the morning. Knowing that I didn't have I didn't have a car, I had to take the city bus to downtown Detroit. I had to get up at 5 something in the morning. Take, I think, 2 or 3 buses to get to downtown Detroit. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And so this is how it was. I bought a ticket there. And luckily the Greyhounds were so cheap. I was like, yes, 50, no problem. And then I was like, I had a book. Actually, no, it was, I think it was total 75. It's total 75, I think. Because I did back and forth. Something like that. I think it was 75. But, anywho, I was doing like a 1-day trip. Because I was like, I'm not staying. I'm here on a mission. So I told my mom that I was going to leave the day of. And I told her I got everything situated. She said, okay, be safe. I know she was looking at me like, she couldn't do nothing. No, she couldn't do nothing. And all this time, like, I was like, okay. I was tired, but I got on the bus. And it was okay. It was fun. Then I went to Chicago. Went to the Chinese embassy. Had to get an Uber, which wasn't that far from the bus stop. They took forever. I end up like trying to rush back to like the department because there's like a time when they leave again to go back to Detroit, and if I would have left like that day, I would be coming home at like 8 or 9 p.m. and I missed the bus, so I was like, oh snap! I was thinking on my feet. I was like, I'm not staying outside. I'm not booking a hotel. I do not have money for a hotel. I had to save as much money as I can to go to China. So what I did was I went online for like hotels.com, hotels to Google, and I found what was it? A hostel hotel. It was one of those hostel hotels. And I was like, okay, let's go. Boom. And I was like, one night. And then I booked another ticket to the bus. So I told her, I was like, yeah. I was like, the Chinese embassy took forever, basically. I wasn't doing nothing like sightseeing or anything that make me miss the bus. But it was okay. They was like, okay, be safe. My sister like, oh, enjoy your little Chicago pizza. I was like, oh yeah. But it was all good because the bus driver on the way to take me to Chicago was really, really fine. He was. And then on the way, but he wasn't driving on the way back. So I was like, dang, I don't get to see him on the way back. But since I missed the bus, the one that was supposed to take me on the way back, like that day, I had to stay that night in Chicago, like I was saying. That cute bus driver was the same driver to take me back to Michigan. I was like, happy. I was like, oh. He was like, I thought you went on the other bus yesterday. I was like, I missed the bus. He was like, oh. He was like, I was like, yeah. I was like, yep. And then, he was good looking. I wish I did. It's like, Facebook. Because he was actually really nice to talk to because I was in the front seat. And I like riding buses. I rather go on a train or a bus or stay at a hostel hotel, when I travel, because you get to meet new people and you get to hear like interesting things about them. Like I was talking to this one lady who traveled everywhere and she was on the bus and it was nice. I was talking to her and the bus driver and I was talking to other people and it was really nice. I was like, I like riding on the bus. It's much fun. But so that was taken care of, the visa process, because I had to get that shipped in, and I had to send them. Also, I had to get examined, like the whole full on check. I had to go. I went to one of those the hospital clinic. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I need this. I gave him a list. I said, I don't know what this is. This is doctor's terms. It was like, I was like, I knew the physical. But then when they was doing some little x-ray, all that stuff, and scan and everything, I was like, I don't know what you mean about this kind of scan. You are the doctor. You are the nurse. You know what this is. They was like, you need this? You need that? I'm like, yes, please. It was like, okay. And then they had to stamp it and sign it, like at the bottom, like how they was, like there was strict instructions on how the doctor was supposed to sign and stamp. So they were supposed to stamp at the bottom and sign and everything. That's what it said. And then also I had to get a portrait of me, like the little passport pictures. And I will tell you, I got some. I went to CVS and I got some, right? My butt left it at home. This spoiler, I left it at home, so I had to buy some more in Beijing. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all that too. So yes, I had to like buy a lot of those because for the paperwork, you had to have like your portrait face on like some of these papers. So I had to, it was just so much I had to send in. And what else I had to send in? I sent in my passport, and then that's when they got this visa stuff, but that was it. But it took a long time, and once I got done with my TOEFL, I had to print that out too. But I color. They was like, we want a certificate of your TOEFL, but I print that out in color. I was like, ugh. But I passed with an A+ in that class. But with that TOEFL, I can actually go anywhere abroad and teach, and I don't have to do it again. I was like, I just have to show them the TOEFL, saying that yes, I can teach English, so I can go to South America, I can go to China, Europe, I'll show you all that stuff. I can go anywhere with that TOEFL, and I'm like, yes, I know how to teach. So, then after I got all my paperwork and my documents and all paid for, and I'm thinking I'm done. I'm thinking I'm ready to go to China. Y'all, this was so funny. They told me, they was like, we made a mistake. The physical stamp was stamped on the wrong side, the wrong position, everything. So you have two choices. Either redo the physical or Career China will come. You'll come to Beijing. Career China will pay for it. I say, yeah, Career China will pay for it because going back to that clinic and paying, that's too much. No. After that, so we agreed to that. I had to do an interview. I already got that interview. I already aced it. I had to submit like a teaching document of teaching something. So I had my sister record me teaching like his shoulders, knees, and toes. And then after that, they was like, okay, give us where you live. We're going to pay for the flight and everything. My mom thought this was like a whole scam. And she was like calling them, texting them and all that stuff, emailing them. They was assuring her that it wasn't. She did not register that I am physically leaving China. America, to go to China until that day of when I was like getting ready, when I was packing. As she started crying, I was like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. I'm only going there for a year. And, but I was planning on leaving. I was supposed to leave on August 5th. But the problem was the visas on China end, because I guess something was happening during that time. So they put everybody's visa on hold. So some people who were supposed to be there on August 5th, because we had like a Facebook thing, they was like, yeah, we're on hold. So we got delayed. Then they said August 11th. Then we got delayed again. Then I didn't leave until like August 18th. And I was telling people, I was like, yeah, I'm leaving, I'm finally leaving. It was like, okay, we'll see, we'll see. I remember I came to church, I was like, I'm leaving, y'all, bye. And then next week I came, they were like, I thought you was leaving. I'm like, I'm leaving now. I'm leaving this week. This week I'm leaving this week. But man, it was a process. I even quit my job like 2 weeks before the 5th. And then when I realized that, you're gonna be delayed, I'm like, oh snap. But it was all good. When I got to China, it was a 17-hour flight. But it was fun. I got to see, well, actually, no, I was in the middle. I didn't get to see nothing. But it was good food. It was good food, and I watched some movies. But when I got to China, I got to Beijing. Honey. Man, my allergies it went on. I came off, I was like, allergies was everywhere. I was like, what the? But yeah, we had to go and get some Sam's card. I had to get a Chinese phone because my phone that I had that was like unblocked didn't work. And then what else I had to do? Do the physical. But yeah. And now a year and a couple months passed and I'm still in China. So yes, that is my story of how I actually got to China. And I hope you enjoy. Everybody, I would love for you to just like, subscribe, and just follow me on my page.